Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Welcome to Action Theater presents Crimson Tide, the watch along. Welcome, everybody. Good evening. I'm one of your hosts on this simulcast. Today we're watching, Crimson Tide from 1995. Wow. Almost 29 years ago. Anyway, this is an action packed thriller drama driven starring Denzel Washington, directed by the late Tony Scott, Gene Hackman, George Dutton, and Viggo Mortensen, and James Gandolfini. Gandolfini. I can never pronounce that name. Anyway, this is your first time here. We can't actually show these films here on YouTube. As much as we like to be a major studio, major network, major player, we cannot. It's against the rules, ladies and gentlemen. Against the rules here on YouTube. So we do provide an additional link. What this is we're watching it in real time. It's a real time watch along. Just trying to bring you quality, good entertainment. We do action theater on Thursdays and Western cinema on Sundays. And boy, let me tell you, I got a doozy coming up, a dingle hopper coming up on Sunday's Western Cinema Presents. We'll be doing the Oxbow incident and the Song of Arizona. Both, I believe, are in the public domain, so rules do not apply here. So, anyway, hope you will join us along, and the lead scenes will be along shortly, and we'll get on. We'll be watching this fine action flick from 1995. It says in the Middle East of a global clash of the USS Alabama receives an unconfirmed order to launch nuclear missiles, struggling with the start of the World War III. The tension quickly rises as the sub's respected commander, Gene Hackman, and his brilliant executive officer, Denzel Washington, clash over the validity of the orders, baffling each other for control of the sub as its epic struggle rages under the sea. Crimson Tide begins the motion picture. Excitement at a new level. So buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. You're in for a bumpy ride, and I hope you will enjoy. All right. So, if you follow us over to the screening room, this link right here, pinned at both channels at the top. Well, I'm sure it will be. Anyway, you click on this link here, and you can watch along in real time. All right, ladies and folks, let me load up that screening room, and we will get this film underway. All right. On the count of three, we will start the film and get underway. Five, four, uh, two, one, go. I know I said three, but I can't do five. I forgot what I said. Oopsie daisy. Was that it? No. Uh, how are you doing? How are you doing? Unsung G, good to see you. Glad you are here with us. Let me know if the picture's good and if you can hear it or not. Everything. There we have our opening credit. Says the news reporter was on the flight deck of the aircraft carrier. And now we're at a kid's birthday party. Excellent words and pictures. Excellent. Music composed by Hans Zimmer. Brilliant composer there. Yeah, get orders like that. When you know something like going on, you're like, "Oh shit, do I want to? Do I have to go to work today?" Ugh. Lady V, always good to see you, Lady V. Hope your day's been fulfilling and you're all right, doing all right. Oh, that's quite all right, Lady V. It's always good to see you. Too bad you can't join us. Love it having you here, Lady V. We're exactly 5:45 into it. 5 minutes 45 seconds. Your day's been eat a bag of bricks kind of day. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Doesn't need no. I wouldn't think it would need any more damage, Lady V. Well, when you get home, kick off your shoes and relax and unwind, or maybe with a glass of wine or something, and just enjoy your time off of work and try to get through the night and hopefully the next day will be a brighter day. USS Alabama still in use today. Thank you for that fact. Thank you very much. Words and pictures. Hugs to you too. Hugs to you, Lady V too. Then some rhymes do. Oh darn, darn that like that darn switch out of the D for the leading sounds like party make the sound. I think English speaker don't do that well. Yeah, right. I also forgot to say the late great Gene Hackman, and we have our second co-host. Deleted scenes has arrived. Welcome, deleted scenes. Oh no,
Hello,
you put
everybody.
yourself in.
Yep. Alrighty, folks. Crimson Tide from 1995. Bill has already given you the synopsis. Um, you're in for a treat because this is a good one. It's something of a modern classic, great cast, who we're going to be pointing out here over the course of the show. I want to say hello to everybody in the chat. Words and pictures. Lady V Elements. Usarng. And of course, everyone following along in the background, which is quite all right. You do not have to engage with the chat, just as long as you enjoy the show.
All right, our timestamp is 9 minutes 38 seconds. For those of you watching your own copy, now exactly 10 minutes on the timestamp.
The Cosme link is, of course, at the top of both chats.
Indeed, it is. James Gandolfini. Well, when a movie gets 29 years old, you have to say a lot. There's a lot of late, the late James Gandolfini, the late Tony Scott, sadly to say.
Okay, Bill, FYI, the
Yeah.
Cosme link that is at the top of my chat is not allowing anyone in.
No.
Or at least it's not letting me in anyway.
One try here. I tried to put it back in there. See if you can get it in.
Alrighty.
Maybe you can just replace it. I don't know. I could always stop and start,
Yep,
and
yep,
then
we're good.
you should, okay.
We're good. Sorry for that little hang up, folks. All right, we're on to We're on the bus. We're on the bus, where, of course, as Bill brought up, we met James Gandolfini's character. Also, Marcello Thedford.
Our timestamp is 12:45. 12 minutes 45.
Vanessa Bell Calloway. All right, I am synced up. Of course, have my own copy present.
Excellent.
Um,
Blu-ray.
mhm.
Is this one on 4K yet?
Not that I've seen.
Hmm. Well, I'm sure the Blu-ray's pretty good.
Everybody joining in from my channel, the correct Cosme link is now at the top of the chat. So you should have no problem logging in if you were before. And this is Gene Hackman is the captain, Ramsey, giving his St. Crispin speech to the officers. And if you look in the line of men there, you're going to see some familiar faces. And of course, Cobb is not like actually his name. It's a military designation, chief of boat, sort of like a sergeant at arms kind of thing. Yeah, there's some pretty decent cinematography on this film.
I can't help but get some little euphoria from claustrophobic, being in tight quarters in this steel boat with, you know, and you're going underwater. That's got to be a scary, all but thrilling experience. Dad man walking. Good to see you, Dad man.
Good to see you. Very apt musical choice.
Good evening, Dad man. Uh, what's that's the dog, the Gene Hackman's dog. That's a is that a corgi?
Um, Jack Russell Terrier, I believe.
Jack Russell, yeah, Jack Russell Terrier, yeah. All right. Now the timestamp is now 2:31. 30, yeah, 2:31. 22:31, sorry.
Of course, here's
That's
where
what
we see. Go ahead, Bill.
they had freshwater fish. I never noticed that. Fire in the mess hall. Fire in the kitchen. Damn.
Yeah.
See, I never noticed that they had a fish aquarium. Another reason being on a confined quarters and on a submarine, fire like that, all your oxygen just ignites. That's scary. Well, see, you're just thrown into the action here. You got one thing going after the other. It's all hell breaking loose, essential.
And this is where uh, Ramsey and Hunter are going to have their first major disagreement in the movie.
Welcome, Christian Dolmite,
Or
Vinyl Royal. Welcome. Bonjour, everybody. Welcome, Connie. No need to apologize for being late. Understand that you're busy. It's always good to see you, Connie.
we're at 29 minutes and 20 seconds.
And hello and welcome, Positive Candor. Yes, we are watching
Hello?
the 1995 film Crimson Tide. Our timestamp is 28:41. Damn. Fire claimed a victim. Indeed, words and pictures. The time does fly in this film. It's very extremely well paced. This is what it's about. Storytelling at its finest, you know.
So honestly, the giant octopus thing
Yeah.
would be cool.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not in this film.
Funny you hear Sweet Home Alabama on the Alabama.
Okay. Glad you're finally able to join us, Sarnji. Cool.
He called the restaurateur a rat dog. Ah, Rick Schroeder. Yeah, see, little Rick Schroeder, all grown up. Argument over Marvel Comics Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer.
Mhm.
Arguing over the artist's
Yes.
rendition of the Silver Surfer.
This is the stuff they say Tarantino threw into this movie is the
The
all the
comic
Silver
book.
Surfer and
Oh yeah.
Star Trek stuff. Yeah.
I would have to say you're right on that. Words and pictures. The reference to the giant squid was a reference to Jules Verne's 2,000 leagues, 20,000 leagues under the sea. Yeah. Thank you for that again. Words and pictures. Steve Zahn. A lot of good actors in here.
But yeah. One of the most stressful jobs on the planet,
Yeah.
being on the nuclear missile submarine.
Not to mention the claustrophobia. Would you be claustrophobic? I'd be highly claustrophobic. You're basically sitting in a steel can that could implode, and oh, it's scary but thrilling.
They got a real mean motor scooter passing right next to them. Whoops. She's been identified as the Red October, sir. Oh, wait. Here we go. And of course, this gets us to the major problem of the movie. We have the EAM message is incomplete. They've lost the sonar buoy. They have lost communications.
Indeed, George.
Mhm.
Little devil sitting on your shoulder. That's
Hmm.
funny. The other officers look.
Hmm.
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Technically, yeah.
Yep. Mutiny. Press the button. Press the button.
Mhm.
Nuke 'em all. Let God summer them out. Ladies and gentlemen, the mutiny has begun. We're at 1 hour, 1 minute, 45 seconds.
Cobb's probably the one guy in the whole movie who keeps his head because he like he says he's by the book and he sticks to
Yeah.
it.
Work faster, damn it. Oh yeah. Tensions are high. Oh shit.
Yeah, here we go. Because while they were mucking about, that Akula was still looking for him.
I can see the guy saying, I'm pissing in my pants. We're all pissing in our pants.
Adam.
Oh shit. They might making my dog nervous. Oh shit, that was close.
Every submarine movie has this scene. How far can we dive before we burst?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Damn. I agree with you, words and pictures. A dark day for the Alabama. Weps, I believe, is Viggo Mortensen's character.
Yes, that's right.
We're not gonna let this go down with the asshole at the helm. Or no? No, we're not. Been with the captain for years. This asshole Hunter shows up, and I'm supposed to follow him because he says so. You're not supposed to. You ordered to. Proper order. Proper order. He had proper orders. More himself. He's a man now. If they order him to launch, full launch. Go all to hell. I'd rather go on myself. Situation like this, you follow the orders in there. Only the text will get you make sure not to is authentic. The Excel, but we can do
What's up, Kronos?
Hey,
Good to
Kronos.
see you, Kronos. We're at hour 17 into the movie.
Mhm. Arsenal, but except if they're playing Manchester United. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Wrong Arsenal. Damn it. Damn it. Okay.
Yes, Kronos. I believe Jim Sconafini had this role before The Sopranos.
Mhm. Yeah, this was before.
Still, great performances by all. Even the cameos, Rick Schroeder, Steve Zahn.
Mhm. Yeah, this is one of those movies where everybody is somebody. This is kind of like Dazed and Confused underwater. You know, the fun part's Spot and everybody who's in it. And you got to remember, a lot of these guys were not very well known when this movie was made either.
And welcome the Woke Breaker.
Hello, Wookbreaker.
We are in the tense clutches of
Mhm.
Crimson Tide. 1 hour, 20 minutes, 8 seconds is the timestamp. Yes, the late Gene Hackman.
Hackman's not dead.
Hmm?
No, he's not dead.
Oh,
He's in his
okay.
90s. He's in his 90s now, but he's still very much with us. He retired from film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think he. Yeah, I think he lives in Colorado now.
Yes, Kronos. That is Aragon, Vigo Mortensen.
Yeah. I don't get those damn. Okay, no. He's not impervious to smokestacks. It won't work. Okay. Yeah, they say Tarantino invented this character here, Vossler. Now that's something I was never 100% on. Is if Tarantino actually wrote a draft of this movie, because I've never been able to find it, um, or rather, he was just brought in to punch up certain scenes. But he like I said, he added in all of the Silver Surfer and Star Trek references.
Well, they're definitely not out of place. I mean, not at all.
No,
Second mutiny of the film.
yeah. Oh, you're getting joined by the like fourth string guy from NASA Bridges. Oh, excuse me, all the hell. Okay. Oh, and half the cast of High Incident. All right. And how many 90s TV references can I fit into this movie?
Yeah.
Many. You know, well, Cobb was in Law and Order at the beginning. Hmm. He's pretty much the crazy one in this Gandolfini. I would have dropped him first before anybody else, to be
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. He wants a fight. By technically causing another mutiny. Two mutinies do not make a right, gentlemen.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
Know it. This guy always looks confused in everything he's in. I wonder how much weight everybody lost just off of all the sweating.
Yeah.
The only one who's not sweating through this whole thing is Gene Hackman. Notice that?
Yeah.
Because it's like I'm willing to bet they probably went up to him with the spray bottle. He probably said, "The fuck away from me with that."
Yeah. Nah, it's just because he's just so cool. You know,
Yeah.
he had to play the part like, yeah, I own this role. I'm the captain of
Yeah.
the boat.
Okay, take care, Kronos.
He broke my nose. Okay, I get to come back in Starship Troopers where I get my head blown off.
Yeah.
Mutiny 3 in effect. I'm just gonna hang up.
Yeah.
I'm just
Don't
gonna
talk to me
hang
right
up
now.
now. Red button or blue. Shoot, not a pill in sight. Don't you talk to me about duty.
Yep. Yeah, I'll just drop malarkey over here. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Grimes. Probably wishing he's on to Orville right now. Of course, that's a movie that wouldn't be invented for another 30 years yet, but still. Oh, blow me. He's probably make up your damn minds.
Enzo took those punches like a champ.
This NCIS prequel is weird.
Dog's happy. I need to change my underwear.
Yeah. I didn't get to kill anybody. Fuck. Yeah, that's his look. Wow. 4 minutes ago, we were going to kill each other. We're
Yeah.
kind of dicks, aren't we?
They were both right and they were both wrong.
Yep.
Our captain was being the last and only line of defense.
Mhm.
But out of the ashes, Rikitko, you have Vladimir Putin.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got to worry about that guy.
And of course,
Jason
Jason
Robards.
Robards. Yeah.
That's what I said. They were both right and they were both wrong.
I should keel haul to both of you.
Takes a hell of a man to admit that.
The horses, yeah. Not anything else, the horses. You know?
Commander in Chief holds all the responsibility now. Lord help us.
Yeah.
Lord help us. Wow, that's a true roller coaster ride. It was pleasant surprises by cameos by a lot of known actors. You had Rick Schroeder in there. You had Jason Robards there at the end. Steve Zahn. I noticed Steve Zahn was in there. What a granddaddy of a action thriller drama. Carnage count 4 plus run Russian sub. There was a few other men that wasn't there more than 4 men that died, or was it just the 4 men who?
Just the 4, just 4.
Okay,
which is not good, but
yeah, no, that was
situation, but
that was intense. Oh.
All right, well, we shall consult the scrolls.
Consult the scrolls.
And by scrolls, of course, I mean IMDb Pro. Crimson Tide was nominated for 3 Academy Awards, film editing, sound effects editing, and sound. Of course, nowadays, sound editing and sound mixing are one category. It was nominated for a Saturn Award for Best Musical Score. It got a nomination from the American Cinema Editors, American Society of Cinematographers, Cinema Audio Society, the soundtrack won a Grammy, and a BMI Film and Television Award.
That makes perfect sense.
Right. Denzel Washington won the Image Award, the NAACP Image Award, Best Actor in a Motion Picture. And the movie itself was nominated for Best Picture. And Denzel got nominated for an MTV Award. And the movie won 2 Motion Picture Sound Editing Awards, the Golden Reels, they're called. Yeah. For Best ADR work and Best Sound Effects and Foley, which tied with Braveheart.
Which was the best picture of 95.
Which was the best picture of 95. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Crimson Tide was released May 12th, 1995. Estimated budget $53 million, and with a worldwide gross of $157 million. It was a subsidiary of and Hollywood Pictures, which was at the time owned by Disney. Of course, produced by Don Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer, who, of course, had done Top Gun, The Rock, which was the year after this, among many other movies. All right. Wrong button. Hold on. There were 8 main filming locations. The Burbank City Hall, which doubled for naval headquarters. Orange and Burbank, California. Chapman University in Orange, California, which was also which were the exteriors of the naval headquarters. And someplace in France that I can't pronounce. All right.
France. Oh.
Christian, are you still in the chat? No. Okay. Trivia? There's quite a bit, actually, so I'm going to have to do the short version.
Yeah.
Skip Beard, listed as a technical advisor, served as the commanding officer of the real USS Alabama. He can be seen in the Board of Inquiry scene. He is the man with no hair sitting next to Jason Robards. Al Pacino was originally offered the role of Captain Ramsey. Warren Beatty was also interested in the movie, and Don Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer went through a long period trying to convince him to sign on before all parties moved on. The name of the submarine is the USS Alabama. The University of Alabama's football team is called the Crimson Tide, once led by famous coach Paul Bear Bryant. In the film, Bear is the name of the Alabama's captain's dog. During Ramsey and Walter's speech to the crew, they yell "Roll Tide Roll" as the rallying cry for the University of Alabama athletic teams. Quentin Tarantino was brought in to do uncredited punch-ups of the dialogue. His major contribution was to comic book bickering, the character name Russell Vossler, which is a reference to Rand Vossler, with whom Tarantino used to work with at a video store. See also Pulp Fiction. Robert Towne and Steven Zalian also contributed key scenes. Towne wrote the von Clausewitz scene having to do with the essential nature of war. Jason Robards, who plays the admiral in the inquiry scene, served in the U.S. Navy during World War II and received the Navy Cross. Although he is not listed in the official rolls of Navy Cross recipients, despite the claims some that he have made. So who knows? The set used for the bridge of the USS Alabama was also used as the USS Georgia's bridge in Independence Day.
All
right. When Lieutenant Commander Hunter is relieved of duty, Captain Ramsey says, "Get Lieutenant Zimmer in here." Hans Zimmer composed the film soundtrack, and his name was added to the script to pay him honor. So Matt Craven's character is named after Hans Zimmer. All right. According to a Don Simpson interview, Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise were also considered for the role of Lieutenant Commander Hunter. And Andy Garcia was also considered. And Tommy Lee Jones was offered the part of Captain Ramsey, but turned the script down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, that could have been any number of reasons, not necessarily the story. He could have been busy. Who knows? Remember, he was pretty popular at that point in time, too.
Yeah.
So it could have just been, dude, I don't have time to do it. You know?
Yeah.
Or maybe he just didn't want to be stuck inside the set. Who knows? At one point in the film, a sonar operator mentions a Soviet Akula-class submarine. There are two different Soviet-Russian submarine classes referred to by that name. The Project 971 attack submarine, known to the Russians as the, I'm not going to bother to pronounce that, as the SHCHUKA. And double dumbass to you too, sorry. No. As the NATO code name Akula. The Project 941 missile submarine, NATO codename Typhoon, is named the Akula class in Russian. The U.S. Navy personnel would usually use the NATO code name, so the submarine under discussion is an attack boat. Okay. Well, be careful where you point that thing. It might go off.
Yeah.
The time that elapses between when Ramsey says to Hunter, "You have 3 minutes," and a successful reception of the EAM is 2 minutes and 38 seconds. The disagreement between Captain Ramsey and Lieutenant Commander Hunter are over the origin of the Lippensonner. What did he say? You know what he means. The horses. Lippensonner stallions throughout the movie foreshadows and illustrates the fundamental source of friction between the two men, both insisting that their mutually exclusive version of reality is the truth. Ironically, Captain Ramsey, who believes the stallions are Portuguese, and Lieutenant Commander Hunter, who says they're Spanish, are both incorrect. The Lippensonner stallions are in fact Slovenian. They originate from a town called Lipica. However, the horses are generally associated with the Spanish riding school of Vienna, Austria. So Hunter was technically closer to the truth than Ramsey.
Wow.
All right.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
next week we're going to bring you another granddaddy from director John Woo, starring Nick Cage and John Travolta in Face Off. Here on this same two simulcasted channels. So Face Off next week. It will be February. Will it be February? I think it will be February, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be February 1st. Join us here Sunday for Western Cinema presents the film The Oxbow Incident and double feature, double header, and The Song of Arizona. We're gonna play those live for you.
Mm-hmm.
No screening room required.
Yeah. So we're finally going to get to do something we've been wanting to do for quite some time now, and that is actually show you a film live.
Yes.
And we have selected two movies that are in the public domain. And as Bill said, we will be able to show you both movies live. And since both movies are roughly about 65, 70 minutes long, we're going to do, we'll have time for an unusual doubleheader.
Yep. Both spectacular films, by the way. Both in black and white. Song of Arizona is Roy Rogers. And The Oxbow Incident is Peter Fonda.
Henry Fonda, yeah.
Yeah, Henry Fonda, sorry. Get those two always mixed up.
Harry Morgan, Anthony Quinn,
Yep.
And there's some familiar faces in it for sure.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yes. A double bill. Yes. Indeed, words, indeed. We'll have the regular karaoke on after hours karaoke Saturday night. And then I'm still working on getting a video for first couple of videos put out here on the channel. So look forward to that. Later on with deleted scenes, so the weekend update.
That's right. That'll be at 11:30 Eastern. Let's see. Saturday, I'll be in the chat with Big Al Presents and Films with Friends. And the movie this week will be Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow. And right after that is over, as Bill said, after hours karaoke. And I'll be joining the party. Then, of course, that gets us on over to Sunday. Again, as we said, 3 p.m. For Western Cinema Presents Oxbow Incident and Song of Arizona.
Yep.
And then, of course, I'm going to be very busy Sunday because I'm going to have 4 shows in a row.
You usually are pretty busy on Sunday.
Yeah.
You're pretty well booked on Sundays.
Right. I have
Sunday is your day.
right. I have my program Unscripted, which is going to be a little shorter this week than usual because I am going to be joining Aged Boomer and Troy Pacelli for Geeky Geezers this week. And I'm going to be doing a segment about the Oscar nominations, and I'm going to put in my honest 2 cents about how I feel about it. And then, of course, right after that show is over, head back on over to my channel for The Other Side of Midnight.
Excellent.
And Tuesday at 8:30, live from Sparkwood and 21, which is a show that is a retrospective of the Twin Peaks television series. And Troy and Boomer are going to be joining me along with Netters Network. And we're going to be watching episode 5 of season 2. And then, of course, that next Thursday, right back here on both of our channels for Action Theater Face Off.
Yep. John Woo. All right. Remember to be action to each other, party on. And we'll be seeing you a little bit later. Back to you, Deleted.
All right. I'd like to thank everybody once again for being here. Everyone in the chat, including Words and Pictures, Lady V, Kronos, Connie Cleary, Usarn G, Woke Breaker. Let me scroll up here real quick. Positive Candor joined us. I hope you enjoyed the show. Dad Man Walking.
Dad Man.
And everyone who joined us everybody who is lurking. There's always 1 or 2. That's quite all right, just as long as you enjoy the show. You don't have to engage with the chat if you don't want to. We're not going to force you. Show yourself. We're not going to do that. And of course, everyone who watches the replay, because there's always quite a few. So, and remember, we could not show the movie live due to copyright. So please do not say clickbait or a jip in the comments.
Yes.
We do warn you several times during these broadcasts that we cannot show these movies live. Sunday we will be able to, because those movies are public domain and are readily available pretty much anywhere. But unfortunately, Crimson Tide, today's movie, still technically owned by Disney, which is probably why we haven't seen a 4K yet.
Yeah.
And we don't have the money to deal with being sued.
Yes.
So we cannot show the movie. Damn you, sir. Damn you, sir. How dare you? Okay. All right. But all right. Join us next week for John Woo's Face Off, starring John Travolta and Nick Cage.
Yep.
From HQ and our second home office in Arizona. Good night. Take care. Stay strong, because this is how we win.
Good night, folks.